Welcome to episode 44 of What Was the Scariest Thing You've Ever Done? Today I have with me Kirstin.
Hello.
From Wiegers Financial and Benefits in Saskatoon. How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Awesome. So what was the scariest thing you've ever done?
I would say, without a doubt, skydiving in Australia.
From how high up?
14,000 feet. It's a minute free fall.
So 1 minute you're sitting there falling through the atmosphere, freaking out because there's a guy behind you that is in control of your life.
Yeah, it's a terrifying moment, sitting on the edge, dangling your feet over the edge, thinking, really don't know why I did this. Don't know why I paid good money to do it, but...
And at this point, you're like, what the hell does this have to do with marketing or financial or benefits? And it has something very important to do with it. Now, what you do not know is that Kirstin is on the social committee.
I am, yes.
And my pitch to you is I think your organization, your company, and you yourself, you need a social committee.
Yeah.
Now, why, every time I'm here, we talk about the treasure hunt, the Halloween costume day, what else do you guys do?
We do lots of stuff. We do potlucks. We do things as simple
potlucks.
as, oh my god, and our potlucks are unbelievable in this office, might I say. Everybody is fantastic.
Who brings
cooks.
the pierogies?
Renee.
We have a pierogi person.
And there's cabbage rolls, and oh my goodness, it is amazing. So, those are always look forward to.
There's a barbecue on the second floor for in the summer you can barbecue.
Yeah, we do barbecues. Our scavenger hunt is a day where everybody dresses up, and we send them out all over the city, basically.
Funny pictures on Facebook to see that.
Yes, and they do their photos. They all dress up in ridiculous costumes, and then we have a big barbecue after, and we basically party into the night, and everybody gets to know each other. It's fantastic.
Being a part of the social committee, do you ever get that moment and someone is like, I don't think a professional company should be doing treasure hunts? Do you ever have that?
I've never heard that. Actually, no? I would say that it's
just
more...
me, the weird marketing guy with the stuck-up voice.
I would say it's more, if anything, there's always a couple people in the office that are a little scared to step outside their comfort zone. So maybe that kind of ties back into the skydiving thing here. But
she's falling through the atmosphere at 100 and some miles an hour, and she dawns on her, life's about being social. Not just about doing the work we do every day, it's about connecting with some other human being.
Yeah, I'm not sure that my thoughts are that eloquent at that point in time. But
don't pee yourself, don't pee yourself, don't pee yourself, don't pee.
I hope I don't die. Yes.
Oh, that was the die.
Stop.
So,
and then it was fun after that.
Obviously, it's not just you though, there's someone else in the committee.
Yeah, another girl that I work with.
So, and you guys just didn't one day, you were in the washroom one day, you're like, hey, we should do this. You're like, yeah, let's do it. How was it born?
There's been a social committee for, I think, probably 7 years, 8 years,
wow.
But it's always been a lot smaller. And then about 3 years ago, it got a lot bigger, and it became more of an ordeal, and a lot more personal time went into it.
It's an ordeal now.
It is an ordeal. There's just lots of stuff that goes on now. It's like, okay, well, we can do something for St. Patrick's Day. We did like everybody in the office our Valentine for Valentine's Day, and so we wrote out. This was so much work, but it was actually amazing. We wrote on these little hearts a nice thing about every single person in the office. Aww. And it was specific to them. And it took us hours, but everybody still has them pinned up on their cubicles a year later. So that was really cool. And
I hope you're writing this. These are ideas that you can do. Brandon, I hope I get a Valentine in the office.
Very kindly worded one. Yeah.
So... But it's different. To me, it's still a little bit weird that a company that does something so professional as offer financial and benefits services that would do this stuff. But then once you meet and when you toured the office with me and you were introducing me to people, you have this weird thing where people are smiling. People look like they're having fun. The one girl sings. The first time I was here, I walked out of this meeting and you could hear somebody singing and I laughed to myself. You don't sing when you're having a bad day. Yeah. You don't sing when you're upset when you don't want to be there. You sing when you're having a joyful moment, when you're actually enjoying what you do, which, again, you're in an industry that it's hard to have that, which Wiegers has done something, which I don't want to blame the social committee, but that's got to be a big part of it.
Yeah, and funny enough, that's the other girl that's on the social committee, so maybe that explains something there.
Shocking, she's on the social committee.
I know.
Celine Dion works the front.
She's also my roommate, so we spend a lot of time together. But I think we talked about this before. This is an industry that is incredibly stressful some days. It's a high turnover everywhere in the industry, and it can be so daunting to look at all these numbers and know that you're dealing with people's livelihood every day. And so you have to find ways to break it up and get rid of that stress and kind of remind people why they're there and that everybody around them that they're working with is this amazing group of people.
That was that one time, actually, when I try to tell this story, I used to tell people, oh my God, it's always fun in games here. And actually, last time we were talking, you corrected me, you're like, the reason we do that though, Jeph, isn't just because we like to have fun. It's hard. It is really hard here some days, and we work our butts off. Some days we'll be here till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night working. So we have to have that because, and it taught me a very important lesson about high level companies and organizations. It isn't always rainbows and unicorns. Some days you're gonna have a bad day, but guess what? Tomorrow can be better. And if you're looking forward to the big treasure hunt at the end of the month, maybe you will put in those couple extra hours just because you know that your team's going to be there for you when you need it.
Yeah, and we talked about too the other turnover thing and kind of making sure that people don't want to leave in making it part of the family is knowing that when you get to know all these people that well and you have all these culture events and you're growing the friendships, it makes it so hard to ever want to leave a company like this because you're leaving 40 of your best friends, and I don't want to do that.
Wow.
So that's why you have to have a social committee. It doesn't have to be expensive. We pay
You guys are amazing.
$24 a month or $24 a year each person. That's it.
Wow.
That's it, and we do a ton of stuff.
I think Strategy Lab's going to send our $24 to you every
Bring
year,
it
and you're
on.
going to run our
Bring it
social
on.
committee. So to wrap up, you need a social committee. If you don't know how to do that, talk to Kirstin. She runs it. Anything else you want to say about your skydiving incident?
I would say do it. You know what? It was terrifying, but I'm really glad I did it.
You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it.
It was amazing once you get in the air, and I'm so glad that I did it. And now I get to tell a really ridiculous story sometimes. If people ask you what the craziest thing that you did is, I have a good story.
Hey, thanks for chatting with us today on In the Lab. And you gotta give a peace be to Journey to the camera now.
Peace be the journey.
Yes, you nailed it.